Hi, I'm back with you, Jabulani.
Yes.
You said your other name is Justice.
Yeah, Justice, yes.
Wow. I'm sure the children of the surrounding village to where Mamboy is,
Yes.
they must all be saying, "Lenna ke batla ho ya Mamboy." Me too, I want to go to Mamboy.
Yes, that's the main idea, because it is known to indulge so much in high quality education too, and then it's known for producing people who want to become leaders. Yes.
Did they tell you how it came about to become such a high achieving school?
Well, actually, from what I know, and luckily enough, I was fortunate to enroll while we still had the great late Mr. Kamuteva, who was our then school principal. He was a very wonderful teacher. He loved mathematics so much, and he made trigonometry very easy, and it became so easy to understand why kids at that school performed so well. And from what I heard, it seems like it's sort of like a culture that has been adopted ever since the school was established. Because the school was actually named after one of the great queens who were serving under the monarchy of Qwa Qwa, who was still a Bantustan. Her Excellency the late Mamboy Mubedi. So we sort of like embodied that kind of spirit of leadership, order, and ethic in everything that was done at the school. So we sort of like inherited that those ethics and that integrity to sort of like aim to be at the top as hard workers. Yes.
Lovely, beautiful story. And during your high school, did you have the opportunity to receive some career coaching, or you will call it career guidance, I guess?
Yes, very much. And actually, luckily enough, Mr. Jabulani was actually integral and was central in playing that role with some of the Mamboy alumni. And we actually got an opportunity to talk face to face with the alumni who actually went out, but then they came back to the school to give us advice so that we know what to expect once we are done with school and once we go out there to varsity. So he has been central in playing that influential role for me and many other students. So if you can ask any learner who went to the school, they will tell you about it. Yes.
Wow. I think I need to talk to one of the educators from Mamboy and one of the alumni members. I've had the opportunity to speak to Ndaden Kibiti Chumayan. I'm not sure whether is he a leader of the alumni?
Yes. He's one of the leaders of the alumni. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I will consult with him because I'm fascinated by what I hear Mamboy doing and alumni doing. I've also spoken to somebody from Limpopo province, Sister Rahab Matevani. She's doing similar things with her former school in Limpopo called Tagaetala. So I promised that I would like to bring the two alumni together because I think we can motivate and find other similar alumni in the country and make it a practice that career coaching and guidance is facilitated by former students who are now alumni.
Yes, very much so. Yes.
Yeah. So you are now also a member of the alumni.
Yes. I'm now also a member of the alumni. I actually didn't just stop there. Even now, when I arrived in university, I've joined two organizations that actually focused on empowering children from high schools. And the first organization that I did join was called Bred Citizenship and Community Outreach.
Yeah.
And then we were working with the community of Alexandra. And then I then also went to join an organization called Faculty of Best Advisory, which is the same organization that I'm still an active member in until this day.
So it's based at the university?
Yes, they're based on the university, but then the Faculty of Best Advisory, we have expanded and opened branches in most of the institutions of higher learning. So we are still working on penetrating other institutions that we have not yet expanded our footprint in, and we also hope to penetrate the TVET colleges and the private colleges as well.
And these organizations, are they NGOs?
Yes, they're NGOs. Yes, they're NGOs.
We would love to talk to such organizations, because this is a valuable work that sometimes we make assumptions that nothing is happening, and only to find that it's a question of knowing and being connected, so that the good work of such organizations can be made known to those who need their services out there.
Yes, very much so. No, actually, there's so much work that has been done, and even one of our leaders who was the chairperson for Faculty of Best Advisory is currently furthering his studies in doing PhD in leadership and communication at Kansas State University and in Kansas in the United States. So yes, so we've had an opportunity to do quite extensive work, and we also work with privately owned NGOs to form support as well.
And what's the name of the gentleman, the colleague that is at Kansas University?
Oh, his name is Mafule Muswane.
Mafule Muswane.
Yes.
And where did he come from?
Oh, no, he's from Limpopo in Tabamshe at Hamasem.
Oh, Muswane, ba Muswane ba jwa Tabamshe. Wow.
Yes.
How do you know that place so well?
Actually, because of what I studied, I actually got an opportunity to travel around different places on our site visit, and as well because of my own interest as well. So I also tend to travel to visit people in places that I would have loved to visit, especially close friends like Mafule Muswane. So
you are a true African, my brother.
Yes.
Africa Wayeta.
Yeah,
that's my home region, Skukune.
Yes.
I'm from Jane Fest in Skukune.
Yes.
This village called Madivong. And Tabamdwe, I know it very well. And
Yes.
the one Muswane guy was part of my organization on the football side. I'm sure they must be related. So Mr. Muswane is now doing PhD in what?
In leadership communication.
Oh, leadership communication. You did say that.
Yes.
We might have to reach out to him one day and
Yes.
and connect with him across the Atlantic.
Yeah, the Atlantic, yes.
Yeah, let's come back to you now. Thanks for that sharing that insight, and we will connect again to your love for traveling. The country. So you graduated from Mamboy and then you applied to Wits University. Why do I get the feel that Mamboy is becoming a quasi feeder into University of the Witwatersrand?
Yes, actually, even there too, Mr. Njumalo, as also the Wits alumni, he was very influential in terms of influencing most of the top achievers' decisions to enroll at Wits University. Although some of them did go to University of Pretoria and University of Cape Town, respectively.
And I have seen that you guys take quality degrees that you go for, and again it has to do with the fact that it's a math and science university.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Maths and Science in high school.
High school, yes.
Yeah, and then what did you opt for? What degree did you go for?
Yes, because I used to love geography in high school. My high school teacher, Mr. Zubella, was very influential in my decision to choose the course that I enrolled for. And when I go to Wits University, I enrolled for energy resources and geological sciences.
Yes.
Yes.
So the title of the degree was?
BSc in geological sciences and energy resources.
Oh, I see. So I assume energy resources wasn't there before. Is it a new addition to the geology degree?
Yeah, no, it's actually one of the sub majors under the degree, depending on what you choose to major in. Because at varsity, under the Faculty of Science, you are actually given an opportunity to choose different majors to build your degree. Although some take mathematics major and end up doing aspects such as geophysics, high energy particle physics, and other specialties.
And what inspired you to take a degree in a BSc degree in geological sciences?
Well, like I said, I used to love geology so much. Geography so much in high school. I used to be fascinated by natural disasters and how they work, and I used to love how passionate our teachers were in terms of teaching us climatology, teaching us about the weather patterns, and teaching us about the hydrological cycle, because environment plays a huge role in terms of building our economy.
Yes.
Because without healthy environment, there's no way we can thrive economically as well. So I was then inspired to enroll for this degree, where I then did my undergraduate, and then I did my BSc honors in geology and geographic information systems and remote sensing. Yes.
And was it always clear for you what you wanted to do with this degree?
Oh no, actually, I won't lie. Initially, when I first enrolled, because even here at university, we had career exhibitions, and most companies that would come here were mining companies. So at first, I envisioned my career as someone who was going to go work in the mines. But then when I got to my third year, and then when I picked the energy resources major, we then dealt with coal formation, exploration of oil and gas, and also an extension toward renewable energy, which is your solar energy, wind power, although which is mostly an aspect that is being taught by to electrical engineers, but then given that introduction to sort of be able to build a bigger picture. That's when I actually realized that actually this degree is actually much more than someone who just goes to work in the mine. And then after my honors in geology, geographic information systems, and remote sensing, I then went to do my master's degree in hydrogeology.
Where at that?
Yes, same institution, yes.
Wow.
And with hydrogeology, we actually help find clean potable water for communities that don't have developed infrastructure, and industrial organizations that are looking for ways to go off the grid from the municipal water supply, so that they can reduce their spending. Now,
based on your qualification, what do we call you?
Actually, people just simply like to refer to us as geologists, but then we normally I just like to refer myself as a Geo-Scientist, because I do quite a lot as compared to a normal mine geologist, whom are normally also referred to as rock engineers. So I do quite more than that, and my current interests are in low carbon initiatives, energy, water research, and as well as engineering geology, which is also form a bridge with civil engineers on the geotechnical engineering branch.
So you say the right description for you will be geological scientist.
Yes, or in short, a geoscientist, but yeah, a geological scientist.
Geo-Scientist. Yeah, because you do more than what the normal geologists do.
Yes.
Yeah. And your work is more based on research.
It was actually based on both groundwork and also research as well. Because for my masters, I was working in partnership with the Department of Energy.
I see.
They have an active project that involves reducing the harmful effects of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. The issue of climate change and global warming. It's a very scarce issue. So the Department of Energy was established a project, and then they needed someone with knowledge of a technological system called carbon capture and storage and clean coal technologies as well. So I did my master's research under that project, and I found myself having to work with issues such as stakeholder engagement, the understanding of cultural heritage, because some of the areas that I was doing research on, I often had to clash with people who were regarding the area as a sacred area for their religious beliefs. So you now find yourself having to learn more than what you had already known. So that is how I got to become versatile. Yes.
Fascinating stuff, from science into cultural and heritage issues in your area of work. I don't think you did bargain for that when you chose this profession.
Yes. No, it was not something that I had in mind. But then over time, that's when I got to learn that actually there's actually more than what we see on the surface. Because at the end of the day, when we're done writing research papers or doing whatever, we still have to go deal directly with the people who need our assistance the most.
What will be your comprehensive description of the direction of studies that you have taken to a high school kid at Mamboy or anywhere else in South Africa, Taraetala, or all the other high schools that we're speaking about? What will you describe? How will you describe it to a point where it will make sense for that student to even say, "This is what I want, and that is me"?
Yeah, well, actually, I would say first I would actually talk about the fact that when we are living in South Africa, we often at a later stage you might find yourself having to sort of like deviate from what you had initially envisioned to sort of like meet the current demand. And what I actually forgot to tell you is that after doing my master's, I then went to do my postgraduate diploma in business administration, which is a management degree from University of South Africa's graduate business leadership school. And I'm also currently enrolled for a postgraduate diploma in finance and investment to sort of like build a proper understanding of the financial aspects of the environmental and mining projects. So if I'm going to explain to a high school kid or someone who's still studying, I would tell them that I did environmental earth sciences, and I would actually advise them to do, if they are not sure of what to do or what to enroll for. If they do maths major and they do physics as well, if they do maths and physics, it sort of like forms a basic foundation of most science and engineering degree, because as well later you find people their passion changes. Then they feel that okay, they no longer want to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Then they want to branch into something else. But then when you do mathematics and physics, you are allowed to sort of like be able to apply. You can even start maybe third or final year of a new degree that you may want to do, because mathematicians and physicists are branded as those people who are able to thrive in any new challenging environment that they are exposed to. So that's the advice. That's how I would actually describe what I studied to someone who's still in high school, because the depth of the academic qualification is something that you only understand once you have maybe done your first year, and you then realize that actually there is something called geophysics, for example, or engineering geology. Understand?
But what is the content of this degree when they are enrolled to study towards geological sciences? I'm sure the first year is cementing their science knowledge, but when they go into the second year, I always know that geologists study rocks.
Yes, it's actually quite more than that, because you are an environmental scientist, first things first. Secondly, you are a rock scientist, because some of the jobs that we do, we actually help people who are sick as a result of mining activities. You understand?
Yes.
Because so we're also involved there. So you can see how versatile this is. So I would say the core of the degree it's mining studies, depending on how the person can look at it. Because mostly the primary reason of establishing this qualification was to be in a best position to be able to find mineral deposits that can be mined for profit, and then improving the lives of the people.
But then you're saying that when you then continued further, you added energy studies to it.
Yes.
What was the reason? Was it because most of the minerals, like coal, is a source of energy?
Yes, it's also found in rocks as well. Even your oil and gas, it's also found in rocks as well. So
it just happens to be the rocks under the sea or something like that.
Yes, it's the rocks under the sea. But currently, for anyone who's interested in the energy industry, who would know about something called the Karoo.
Yes.
Yes, there's something called the Karoo. The origins there by Beaufort West towards the southwestern Eastern Cape, going to Western Cape. So a lot of this energy and gas companies such as your Shell, Total, they were exploring for gas in that area there. So you can still find some of those energy resources on the surface as well, and not just offshore. Yes.
And sure, this is fascinating stuff. You know, this platform is educating me every day when I speak to various professionals. Some of the things that we take them for granted, and make assumptions that we know what it is. And only when you speak to professionals like yourself, we really get to understand what it means. So the platform is not just for career coaching, but it's also for enrichment of the knowledge by the people of what we have in you guys.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. We're gonna hold it there. I still want to dive deeper. I don't want us to leave the campus yet. I still want to dive deeper into your experiences of being on campus, because the University of the Witwatersrand is an institution of note, and especially I know very well the faculty that you studied under. In terms of the mining industry, it is very highly regarded faculty.
Yes, very highly regarded.
In fact, the university itself was created because of the mining industry.
Of the mining industry, yes.
So I think we're going to talk a little bit about that when we come back from a break.
Okay, no problem.